Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Upper St. Clair High School, home of the Panthers. It is girls volleyball night. It's a Wednesday night. This is October 15th. My name is Kevin McGahey, and Daniel Jones will be doing the camera work tonight for you as we bring you this intersection contest between the homestanding Panthers and from Section 5, the Baldwin Highlanders, who we haven't seen this year. We were in a section together last year when the Panthers had such success and went to the state playoffs for the first time in a long time. We are not together in a section with our normal rivals, Baldwin, Mount Lebanon, and Bethel Park, and so on this year. But it's nice to see him. This is a non-section contest. It sets up our final section contest of the year tomorrow night against Peters Township. The Highlanders draw first blood. This is early in game number one of this best-of-5 match as Nina Camacho with a really good beat in it, but hits it way long. And the Baldwin Highlanders come off with points number 1 and 2. The set, of course, is played to 25. You have to win it by 2, and it's a best-of-5 match. The Panthers come in here at 10 and 2. The Highlanders at 6 and 4 in section. I'm not sure how they did outside the section. So right there's a hit with power, and the Highlanders have a 3-0 early lead. Number 20, it's a sophomore, Nikki Oates, the normal setter, doing the serving chores for Baldwin. Off the wrist of Susan McLean, the Panthers setter. And the Baldwin Highlanders have a pretty good early string of points going here at 4-0 early here in game number 1 of this best-of-5 match. Serve continues over the net. Susan McLean with the set to the left side and into the Baldwin block, but recovered nicely by the Panthers. There it is again. Went right over Casey Perriman's head. Susan McLean with a pretty nice set, but it sailed right over Casey Perriman's head, and the Panthers off to a little bit of a rocky start here. Trailing 5-0. There's a normal set, and it goes over in the 2-ball, and Susan McLean, credit for the first kill and point of the night for the Panthers. You don't see that very often from the setter. What the defense is expecting is a classic set with an attack and a huge hit. That did not happen. So Susan McLean breaks ice for the Panthers. Senior Nina Camacho, number 21, with this St. Clair serve. There's a set left side for Baldwin and lands in. Nina Camacho probably could have made a stab at that, but she did let it go. Lands about 2 feet inbounds. Side out and point for Baldwin. There's a substitution on the floor. Number 26 on the floor. Nina Camacho with hit Susan McLean from the back row. There's Nina Camacho basically keeping that ball in play. No action for the Panthers. That one off the hand of number 12. That's Amber Voigt, the middle hitter for Baldwin. The Panthers did break up a string, but trail here by 6 in game number 1 here. 7-1. From the left side, Alex Corey leaping high, and another good look at it, but wallops that one smack into the net. Baldwin stays with the serve and the point. (8-1) Baldwin. Low driving serve handled by the Panthers time. Right side and down finally. That's Madison Stromberg, the junior hitter. Her first kill of the night off the lovely Susan McLean set. And the Panthers have the side out and point. Let's see whether they can get right back in this game. Trailing only by 6. It's real early in game number 1. This is Rachel Jones, the sophomore, with the St. Clair serve. Little short set. Didn't think the Baldwin Highlanders could do much with it, but it sort of edged over the net by number 19. That's Alyssa Thorne, the outside hitter. She gets the point. Side out now. Points being traded. And Alyssa Thorne goes right back to doing the serving. Left side, Alex Corey. That time, Alex Corey gets a good look and hoists it down to the back right corner. First kill of the night for Alex Corey. 1 each for Alex, Madison Stromberg, and Susan McLean. Panthers get the point and side out. Trail by 6. It's 9-3 Baldwin. Madison Stromberg, the junior, with the St. Clair serve. Knuckle serve, gets it over nicely and almost mishandled by Baldwin, but they do get it back over. Middle set to Emily Muller off the wrist of Nikki Oates. That's number 20, the sophomore for Baldwin. 4 kills, 4 different players. St. Clair puts 2 points back to back. It's 9-4 Highlanders. Little long by about 10 feet. We got to get Madison out of the weight room. A point inside out to Baldwin. They've got that 6-point lead back at 10-4. Rachel Dindak. She's a junior right side hitter for Baldwin doing the serving. Set from Susan McLean, right side Alex Corey, and along again by about 5 feet. Panthers getting some pretty good looks at it, but they're sailing them long or into the net. I imagine this is early game jitters. This is not the Panthers team we've seen. If you've been watching all season long, these Panthers have been tremendous. There it is again, Susan McLean shoving that ball over the net on the second touch. 2 kills tonight for her. Only 3 teams have even won a game from the Panthers so far this year out of 12 matches. And that was Moon, who the Panthers lost to 3-2. Connellsville, they lost 3-2. And Cannon McMillan captured 1 game real early in the season. Other than that, they whitewashed everybody. Attack with power off a tip, and the Highlanders have a 7-point lead now at 12-5. Panthers needing to collect themselves to get back in this match as soon as they can. Number 5, Carrie Recker, the defensive specialist, doing the serving for Baldwin. The low driving serve handled nicely by Madison Stromberg, but now from the back row, Rachel Jones. No attack that time, just keeping the ball in play from the left side into the Emily Muller block. And Emily Muller jousted at the net, won by Emily, but no point. This time the Panthers get a shot at it. Susan McLean to the left side. Nina Camacho with power, the slicing attack. Nina Camacho. Her first kill tonight, the senior, number 21. And Emily Muller, the 6'2" middle hitter for the Panthers, gets the serve. Substitution for the Panthers, Krista Gailey, number 2, is on the floor. First time we've seen her in a long time. From the right side into the net, that was Ashley Liotis, the senior outside hitter. Gives the Panthers a bit of a gift, back within 5, trailing 12-7. Emily Muller still with that serve. Nice little hop serve. Drops right in front of the back line. No power for the Highlanders. With power, that's Casey Perryman. 7 kills tonight for the Panthers amongst 6 different players. That gives Baldwin something to think about because they won't know where the ball is going. It's not like we have one reliable hitter we hoist it to every time. Emily Muller, 3 straight points to her service. Then from the left side, nothing much there for Baldwin. Susan McLean to the left side. Nina Camacho up high and off the block. Nina Camacho. 2 kills for Nina, and the Panthers have crept back within 4. Emily Muller, string of 4 straight points served for her. A little hop serve with a sideways spin on it. That could be trouble. Yeah, sure enough it was. Nice set. And number 23, the senior Amanda Samansky, with the kill that time for the Panthers. They did string together 4 points. If they can do it again, they tie this match up. Baldwin substituting freely. Kelly Saul, number 16, out. Alyssa Thorne, number 19, back in. Ashley Liotis with the Baldwin serve. Nina Camacho got him that time. That's a double hit. Well, it would have been 4 anyway. The double hit called on Baldwin. Panthers get the side out in point trail by 3, 13-10. Susan McLean, the junior setter, with the St. Clair serve. Hard driving serve, goes just about 2 feet long. You really want to serve them so they land on that back line. It gives the defense something to think about. More free substitutions here for Baldwin. It seems there's every service change they are substituting. Nikki Oates, number 20, back on the floor. She heads right back to the serve. And Amanda Samansky takes a break. Little backspin on the serve. Right side, Nina Camacho with power, and that one is down. Nina Camacho. 3 kills tonight for Nina. Trading points here. Panthers get the ball right back and the control of the serve. Trailing by 3, 14-11 Baldwin. Game goes to 25. You have to win it by 2. And from the back row, not much. That one goes, yeah, landed out. indecision on the part of the linesman back there, but it did land out. It was just out. Panthers now back within 2 after trailing by 7 not that long ago. Seem to have gotten their collective composure here. Let's see if they can keep it up. A little short, well, what do you call it? A little lob serve. Oh, nice. Rachel Jones got it back. Susan McLean again brought it in from out of bounds, but there was nobody home. That sends the point and side out back to the Highlanders. Baldwin with a 3-point lead. It's 15-12. Panthers eating a side out here and a couple points in a row. A hard driving serve. Rachel Jones picks it up. To the left side, Alex Corey banging down. Look at that. Alex Corey, her second kill tonight. Finding a giant gap in the back row of the Baldwin Highlanders. Panthers back within 2. Rachel Jones, a sophomore libero with the serve. No service aces so far tonight in this match. A little short set to Emily Muller and down. 6'2" Emily. 2 kills to Emily, and that Panthers are back within 1 after trailing 12-5 not that long ago. There's now a 15-14 game. Rachel Jones again with a St. Clair serve. Oh, there was Alpha tip, and it changed direction, fooled Nina Camacho a little bit, rattled off her wrist and off the back line. Point inside out to Baldwin. Alyssa Thorne, number 19 with the serve. Little topspin number picked up by the Panthers. Short set right side and off the wrist and recovered nicely by the Highlanders. No power, but they did keep the ball in play. Susan McLean, she double hit. Yeah, you can see the spin of the ball. She just took her eye off it for 1 millisecond. That sends a point right over to the Highlanders, and they've got that 3-point lead back at 17-14. Now is the time for the Panthers to string a couple together here as you approach 20-point territory. Short set to Emily Muller and down. That's what the Panthers needed. Now they need to string together 2 or 3 to tie or get the lead in this match. Madison Stromberg, the junior, with the St. Clair serve. Let's hope it's a good one. Little top spin lands nicely in, handled by the Highlanders from the back row. One more does it. Emily Muller does get it over. Now the Panthers with a chance at a block here and just over. Handled by Rachel Jones. Susan McLean left side. Alex Corey could not find an open spot. Back row, and that lands out by a couple of feet. Works out for the Panthers, and they're back within 1. It's 17-16. Panthers need a couple here to grab this lead. Madison Stromberg with that serve. Lands just in front at the feet of the back row. Little short set. And a quick kill for Baldwin. Substitution. This brings Krista Gailey back on the floor, and Madison Stromberg takes a break for the Panthers. Lots of the usual substitution for Baldwin. Rachel Dindak with a Baldwin serve. Right side, Alex Corey off the net and down. Play it off the net, and Alex Corey knew what to do with that one. Tied for this lead in kills tonight with 3, and she goes right back to the serve. Panthers trailing by that scant 1 point again. Needing a couple in a row here to take command and get this lead for the first time tonight. Awkward set, not much there. Rescued by Nina Camacho. Susan McLean over and down. Susan McLean ties up the match. Tied at 18 after we gave up on the Panthers a little bit early on. Down 12-5. They are back to knot this first set up at 18. Alex Corey with the twisting serve. Thought that was going to be an overpass. The Baldwin handled it nicely. Left side into Camacho. It goes into the block. Picked up by the Panthers. Susan McLean looking for an open spot. Didn't quite find it. Right side, there's a nice set coming up here. What can Nina Camacho do? Slicing attack off the hands of Ashley Liotis. And the Panthers with the lead for the first time tonight at 19-18. They've just struggled their way back here. They've clawed their way back to lead in this match. And there's the first ace of the match. It's by Alex Corey. Rattles right off the hands of Ashley Liotis and over the back line. And a timeout called by the Highlanders. And I'm sure they see this match slipping away from them. Good for the Panthers, bad for them. But let's recap a little bit here now that I've had a chance to catch my breath. Only the one service ace in the match. You saw that by Alex Corey just a minute ago. And the kills have been spread out amongst a whole bunch of different players. 4 players leading the team right now with 3 kills each. That's number 1, the junior Susan McLean. Number 16, Alex Corey, the senior. Emily Muller, the middle hitter, number 18, 3. Nina Camacho also in there with 3. Madison Stromberg 1, Casey Perriman 1, so it's been really spread out. The setting is going to a whole bunch of different players. What's unusual is to see so many from the setter. That's Susan McLean. Panthers in control here, but what happens is the defense, the receiving team really has the advantage as they get the first crack at the standard bump set attack. Let's see what Alex Corey has in store for him. Again, put that stealth material on, make that ball invisible on the serve. Little high spinning top spin serve. From the left side, just over the net. Well, he landed right in between Nina Camacho and Emily Muller. Those, when they roll over the net, they upset everybody's timing. The substitutions back on the floor is Carrie Recker, she's number 5, and Carly Gerba, number 17, the junior. Both back on the floor for Baldwin. Panthers lead by 1, 20-19. Could use a side out and an extra point right here. Susan McLean, left side to Nina Camacho, just dumping it over the net, recovered. Yes, by Baldwin. Shoving the ball in play. Nina again, just wide by about a foot. And that ties the match. Doug set up again. We're at 20-all. Baldwin controlling the serve. Carrie Recker, the junior defensive specialist, doing the serving for the Highlanders. Top spin serve. Susan McLean, short set to Emily Muller. Not high enough for her to do much with it. Same problem for Baldwin. Tried again. That time, that's... Linesman called out. Oh, the number 1 official called in. It was one of those hard to see from here. Right on the line was my guess. Emily Muller with the successful kill. And the Panthers lead at 21-20. Emily Muller with the serve. Alex Corey, Susan McLean, and back to Alex Corey for the back row attack. On the 2-ball, did not fool the Panthers. Covered nicely by Krista Gailey. Off the tip, and Alex Corey comes up with that one. Nina Camacho, what she got out down, but nicely recovered. Well defended by the Highlanders. Short set again. Casey Perriman didn't quite find an open spot. Nice rally, who ended up being solved by the Highlanders. Set 1 here, knotted up at 21. Highlanders controlling the serve. This will be Ashley Liotis, number 2. She's a senior. With the Baldwin serve. The side spin. No overpass. Susan McLean does get the ball back in play. The block. 4 hit. No, into the net. Not a block. It was 4 hits. You only get 3. The violation sends a side out and point to the Panthers with a 22-21 lead. Panthers need to put together a couple of quick points here to take command. Let's see what Susan McLean can do with it. A little top spin handled nicely by the Highlanders. From the back row, just a little dump over and not enough. Alex Corey did dig it off the floor. But we're knotted up at 22. We're in this territory where the game goes to 25. You have to win it by 2. If you don't, if it gets tied up at 24, you go into extra points, extra time until somebody does win it by 2. That's out. The gift for the Panthers from Nikki Oakes. Had it just a little bit long. Now let's see if the Panthers can capitalize. A 1-point lead. They only need 2 to win. Nina Camacho, the senior, number 21, with the Panther serve. Little indecision, goes backwards. You like to see that because that means you're not going to get a serious attack. Alex Corey, nicely done, the one wrister, but into the net by Nina Camacho. Good dig by Alex Corey to keep it in play, but the Panthers again could not do anything with it. It's 23 all. 2 straight points wins it, or it goes into overtime. Now that we're all set, Panthers ready to receive. Knuckle serve, no spin on that at all. Right side. It was blocked, Oh, but lands out. Panthers now in dangerous territory. Baldwin with a game point in hand. It's 24-23. Panthers needing this one to extend this match into overtime. Another knuckle serve. Rachel Jones picks it up. Susan McLean and Alex Corey. No power on it. Back set to the right side. Into the block. And it's covered by the Highlanders again. They could just get it to the back row. There's nobody in the back row for the Highlanders. Roofing call. Point to Baldwin. And that ends game number 1 of this best of 5. Thanks for staying with us, everybody. I'm Kevin McGahey. Mike Muller has taken over the camera work tonight. We are glad you stayed with us. This is game number 2 of the best of 5 match. You just saw the Baldwin Highlanders come away with game number 125-23. And the serving starts off from Ashley Liotis with a gift for the Panthers and a service error. Susan McLean with a hard driving serve. Goes backwards. That's what you like to see. And Baldwin does recover. Gets it over the net. Short set, Casey Perryman. Well, the attack did not fool Baldwin. Baldwin's all crunched up there at the net. If the Panthers could find the back line, they might have some success. That's Madison Stromberg with a very hard attack. Goes over the back line, and that the teams trade points to start off game number 2. Nikki Oakes for the Highlanders heads back for the serve. Okay, good. Susan McLean with the set. A little too much on the set. It got into the net. Nina Camacho. Ashley Otis brought that one back for Baldwin. And Nina Camacho, well, it didn't look like it had much potential. Nina had to really lean back to get that one, but she did get control of it, and that is 5 kills tonight for Nina Camacho to lead all Panthers. And they've got the early lead back here in game number 2 at 2-1. And Nina heads right back to do the serving. Little side spin serve, and Baldwin not much of a chance at, but look at that, a slicing attack. Finds an open quadrant right back in the back left corner. Ties up the match early in game number 2 at 2-2. Teams have traded points so far. Dug out of there by Rachel Jones to keep that one alive in the net. Those are tough to drag out, and that'll be a 4-hit. Yeah, once they get in the net on the overpass, those are tough to dig out. Rachel Jones kept that one alive. So the Panthers had a shot, and sure enough, we've traded points again. It's a 3-2 Panther lead. Rachel Jones with the serve. Drops right in front of the Highlanders, and that is a service ace for Rachel Jones, second of the night for the Panthers, her first. And the Panthers with their largest lead of the night so far at 4-2. They trailed mightily in game number 1, as you saw right here. They came back in a hard-fought exhibition in game number 1. They ended up losing by 2. Oh, I thought that was automatic for the Highlanders. A violation called by the up referee. Coach Linda Scahill not so happy about it, but it looks like the Panthers are going to be awarded that point. So I apologize. I thought it was for the Highlanders, and the violation sends it right back to the Panthers. Rachel Jones continuing with that serve, a little side spin from the back row. Not with power. Nita Camacho digging it out of there. Susan McLean, the back set. Off Madison Stromberg, her second kill tonight. And the Panthers out of here with energy in game number 2. It's a 4-point lead at 6-2. Rachel Jones serving her 5th straight. From the back row, just a little dink shot, and it works. It's not how hard you hit them. As always, it is where, and that one found a little spot just over the front line. Nobody for the Panthers covering, and it is point and side out to Baldwin. 6-3 Panther lead. Susan McLean left side. Alex Corey off 2 hands and out of there. Alex Corey, 4 kills tonight for Alex. Panthers get that 4-point cushion back. A lot of volleyball left to go. Substitution. This will be Krista Gailey, the sophomore, coming in, and Madison Stromberg taking a break. Top spin serve. Highlanders have it. Left side, right at the net. Yeah, that one was going just over the front line. You saw she wasn't going to get much power on it, but indeed just lofted it over the St. Clair block. Point and side out for Baldwin. Panthers still lead, though. Lead by 3. It's 7-4. Rachel Dindak with the serve for Baldwin. Goes long by about good 4 or 5 feet. Panthers will take the gift, and they maintain that 4-point lead. 8-4. Alex Corey, the senior, right side hitter with that wow, nice top spin serve. From the back row, that's Ashley Liotis, and it's way wide. And the Panthers now with a 5-point lead. The largest of the night. The Panthers seem to have gotten the rhythm since being down 12-5 in game number 1. They've outscored Baldwin by a hefty margin. Left side into the block. Not into the block, into the net. It's a 4 hit. You only get 3. And the Panthers stretch that lead to 6. Leading the Highlanders 10-4. Alex Corey once again with that serve. Great serve, and it lands just on the back line. Called in. That's where you want them. Because you saw what happens just then. The defense is indecisive. They don't know whether it's going to go out or in. Lands right on the back line. And that's a service ace for Alex Corey. 2 on the night for her. One more. That was thought Ashley Liotis had a pretty good handle on that, but not enough on it to get it to the front line. It falls in. 3 aces tonight for Alex Corey. She's got some English on that ball tonight. And it's an 8-point Panther lead at 12-4, just about the spot Baldwin had us in game number 1. Amber Voigt, the senior middle hitter, takes care of business, lands one right inside the defensive donut. That's that hole that forms in amongst the 6 players. You've seen a lot of substitutes. It's been hard for me to keep up with them all night. Baldwin substitutes. They actually play 11 players, where Yoko Nagawa plays many fewer than that. 7 is usually how deep Yoko goes. Short set and off the St. Clair block, off the Emily Muller block. Successful kill for Baldwin. Panthers still lead 12-6, but this is exactly the reverse of how the teams stood right at this point last game. Little top spin serve. Alex Corey to Susan McLean. Nicely passed. Nita Camacho. No tip. Lands out of bounds. Thought might have deflected off a Baldwin fingertip. It did not. Highlanders back within 5. It's 12-7 Panthers. Carrie Recker, the Baldwin serve. Susan McLean had it over, almost over, on the second touch. Could not get it over the Baldwin front line. Carrie Recker still with the Baldwin serve. A little backspin on it. Nina Camacho does not find an open spot. Dug out of there nicely by Carrie Recker. From the back row, Alex Corey off a tip, and someone in the net. Yeah, net violation. Somebody, sorry, I didn't see who it was. From Baldwin, touched the net. You're not allowed to do that. That's a violation, side out, and point for the Panthers. 5-point St. Clair lead, 13-8. Emily Muller, 6'2" middle hitter with the serve. And a good one. No power this time for Baldwin. And it goes way long. Ashley Liotis. They're giving a pretty good look at it, but she got under the ball a little bit and sailed it to 7 or 8 feet long. And the Panthers keep that 6-point lead. It's 14-8. Emily Muller once again with a little floater of a serve. Nice set that time by Baldwin. Picked up by Nina Camacho. Oh, indecision. Alex Corey and Susan McLean. Nobody called it. And it falls for a Baldwin point. Substitution, number 19, that's Alyssa Thorne. On the floor for Baldwin, Kelly Saul, number 16, on the bench. From the back row, Rachel Jones just putting it in play. Back set right side, into the net. Yeah, 4 hits called. Number 23 is Amanda Samansky. She's a senior right side hitter. Now, if that one works out for the Panthers, that's 6-point lead. It's 15-9. Substitution, Madison Stromberg, number 15, back for the Panthers. Krista Gailey, the sophomore, takes a break. Susan McLean with a serve. Hard driving serve picked up nicely by Baldwin. Into the St. Clair block and down Madison Stromberg. It's the first block we've seen for a point tonight. Works out great for the Panthers, and it's a 7-point lead at 16-9. Yep, there's 2 volleyballs on the court. You can only play with one. Susan McLean has it. And we are ready to go with the serve. Top spin, lands about 2 feet long. Here again, it's nice to aim it for that back line. You want it to land right on it. Nikki Oakes, number 20, we've seen her do this substitution routine a good bit to play back row. She goes right back to the serve. Baldwin trailing by 6. This is game number 2 of this best-of-5 match. Hit tips the net, but played well by the Panthers. Madison Stromberg with power, but didn't find an open spot. St. Clair block. Rattles right off the hands of Casey Perryman. And a successful kill for the Highlanders. Creeping back within 5. It's 16-11 Panthers. The set went a little long. Susan McLean had a little back set, and it went to the net. Needed to be back a little bit. Fooled the Panthers' front line, and the joust at the net basically won by Baldwin. They're back within 4. It's 16-12. Panthers needing to break this string of serves by Nikki Oakes right now. Good pass to the front line. Casey Perryman off the hand and down. Casey Perryman. 2 kills tonight for Casey. Panthers do get the side out end point they needed. It's a 5-point lead at 17-12. Nina Camacho, the senior, doing the serving for St. Clair. Top spin serve. Baldwin takes care of business. But from the back row, they won't have any power on it this time. Susan McLean to Alex Corey up high, but into the net. She got on top of it. That net is 7 feet 8 inches tall. That only went about 6'3". Side out Baldwin. Panthers content to trade points right now. They don't want the Highlanders on any sort of a string here. 4-point lead approaching 20-point territory. Trading points is just fine. Nina Camacho, real hard from the back row. Well done. Long, any touch, no tip. Just playing out and long. Panthers will take that one. 18-13, 5-point lead. Emily Muller checks back in. Casey Perriman out. Emily to play the front row. Rachel Jones, the libero, with the St. Clair serve. Just a little lob rushed over the net. Didn't really fool anybody. Recovered by the Panthers. Look at that, Alex Corey. Look at that, Alex. Johnny on the spot picks up the loose ball, just like picking up a loose ball in basketball. And she hammered that thing in the Baldwin back row. Now the Panthers where they want them, a 6-point lead. Yeah, this is what you want. You want a nice little cushion as you approach 20-point territory. Neither team had that. It was very close in game number 1. But here in game number 2, the Panthers with a 6-point lead at 19-13. And since we last summarized this for you, Nina Camacho and Alex Corey, the two seniors leading the kill parade tonight with 5 each. Emily Muller, the other senior, number 18, with 4. Susan McLean, the setter, with 3. She hasn't had any in this second game. Casey Perrin with 2. Madison Stromberg with 2. So that talent has been spread out all over the team tonight. So the Baldwin really does not know where that thing, where the pass is going to go, where the set's going to go. Only one block for a point tonight. That's Madison Stromberg had one. 4 aces served tonight. Rachel Jones has 1. Alex Corey has 3. And we're going to be back in business here. Panthers in this match, of course, with a very nice 10-2 record. They've already made qualified for the state playoffs with 1 match to go. And that 1 match tomorrow against Peters will determine. That one hits the antenna. That there is a service ace for Rachel Jones, her second of the night. One that goes over and doesn't come back, that's a service ace in my book. And now the Panthers with a 7-point lead at 20-13. Like I was saying, Panthers have qualified for the state playoffs already. And if they win tomorrow night, they will share the Section 2 championship, their second consecutive. They'll share that with Connellsville, who the Panthers beat here 3-0 earlier in the season and lost to 3-2 down at Connellsville last week. Alyssa Thorne with the Baldwin serve, right side, into the net. Madison Stromberg had a pretty good look at it, but came up a little short. Little 2-point run for the Baldwin Highlanders. Alyssa Thorne once more with that Highlander serve. Little short set, Emily Muller off a wrist and down. Didn't look like much, but Emily had just enough spin on it to get that thing off a wrist and down to the Baldwin side of the floor. Panthers up 6, 21-15. Number 16 back on the floor, Kelly Saul, for Baldwin to place him back row here. Baldwin does not use a libero. Libero can substitute freely, usually for back row play, but they don't use that. They do the formal substitution process, and they do it a lot. Left side, Ashley Liotis finds a spot just inside the back line, and that attack falls in. Panthers still though with a 5-point lead at 21-16. This game number 2 of the best of 5 match. Panthers trying to knot this match up at 1 game apiece. Short set, and Emily Muller does not find an open spot, but the block, that led to some confusion. The block works for a point. Emily Muller confused. Saw 6'2" Emily Muller plus her arms, and nobody from Baldwin wanted to attack that one. Alex Corey, the senior, with the serve, and 3 aces tonight already. See if she's got 1 more in her pocket. I don't think they have pockets in these trousers. Nice block, but not being able to recover by, not being able to gotten to by Krista Gailey, rather. More Baldwin substitutions. They trail by 6. It's 22-16. Carrie Recker, the junior defensive specialist, with the Baldwin serve. All the other Highlanders crowded up at the net. Nice pass in on the 2-ball. That Susan McLean did not fool the Highlanders. Good block by Nina Camacho. Emily Muller on the little short set. Didn't fool Baldwin. They picked it up nicely. And at the joust, won by Emily Muller. Emily Muller right there with 2 blocks for points back to back. We hadn't seen many of those all night. Panthers in pretty good shape right now at 23-17. Needing just 2 points to win game number 2. Emily just puts it over the net and it comes back to the Panthers. 4 hits. It was into the net, not blocked. Didn't touch a Baldwin player, but it was into the net. Panthers by 5, 23-18. Ashley Liotis with a gift for the Panthers. Now they're in Panthers in pretty good shape here in game number 2. They've actually got 6 game points in hand. They just need 1 to finish off game number 2. Susan McLean with a serve. Ashley Liotis digs it out. 1 more. Yes, the Baldwin does get it back in. Susan McLean short set. Casey Perriman puts that one away. And that sends the Panthers victorious in game number 2, 25-18, to tie this match up at 1 game apiece. Stay with us, everybody. There's a lot more volleyball to come. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. That was only milliseconds for you. It was about 3 minutes for us. My name's Kevin McGahee. Dan Jones doing the videography in game number 3 here, and we are back. Well, this is game number 3 of a best-of-5 match between the visiting Highlanders of Baldwin High School and your homestanding Upper St. Clair Panthers. It's one game apiece. You've seen it all here. Baldwin won the first one 25-23. Panthers came back to win game number 2, 25-18. It's a best-of-5 match. First one to win 3 games wins the match. Short set, and Casey Perryman with power dribbles down the front of the Baldwin Highlanders. And Casey Perryman with her 4th kill tonight. Panthers get on the board. It's early in game number 3, and it's all tied up at 1-1. Nina Camacho, the senior hitter, takes care of the serving. See if the Panthers can put this one away early. Little knuckle serve went to the back row, handled by the Highlanders with power. Rachel Jones dug it out. Oh, it went into the net. We saw that earlier, where once they get that overpass into the net, it's very hard to dig it out and keep the ball in play. And that is a service ace for the Baldwin Highlanders. Substitution. Do you know who she is, number 26? Leslie who? Thank you. Susan McLean keeping that ball in play at the net. Oh, I think Casey Perryman got her wrist. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she got her wrist in the net. She had a good beat on the ball that pounded down on Baldwin's side, but on her follow-through, she did get her arm in the net. Violation sends a point right over to Baldwin. Liz Messline with the serve, and Casey Perryman gets another shot, and that time it lands in just to the right of Liz Messline. Casey Perryman, 5 kills tonight. 5 kills for 4 different players. Casey Perryman, Alex Corey, Emily Muller, Nina Camacho all have 5. Rachel Jones, little backspin serve. Little tap over the net, covered nicely by Susan McLean. Nina Camacho from the back row, but didn't get over it. She just didn't get a good beat on that. Hammers that one in the net. It's point and side out to Baldwin. Substitution, number 16 is back. Kelly Saul, we've seen her quite a bit tonight. Jenna Snyder, number 21, takes a spot on the bench. Yep, the overpass went right to the net, and Baldwin knew what to do with it. Hammered it right back down in front of Madison Stromberg. And the Highlanders have an early lead here in game number 3. It's 5-2. Rachel Jones, nice dig. Alex Kreuzer reached back over, but it worked. She really had to stretch and reach back over her head to come up with that set. But it worked out just fine, and that's her 6th kill tonight, and Panthers within 2. It's 5-3. It is game number 3. The match is best of 5. Right now we're tied at 1 game each. Krista Gailey on the floor to do some serving. Madison Stromberg temporarily out. Nice little topspin serve. Well, that was kind of nicely done. She found a spot. I'm sorry I couldn't see who that was. I was screened by the official. Sliced it right along the net line to the opposite side where there was an open spot just in front of the Panthers, and it's point for Baldwin. They lead 6-3. Rachel Jones. There's a set to the left side. Nina Camacho looking for a spot in the back. Didn't find it. Ashley Liotis off 2 Panther touches into the bounds, and Baldwin with a 4-point lead. Now it's 7-3. Panthers needing a side out at a point right away here to stay in this game. Rachel Dindak with that Baldwin serve. Nothing but the Panthers right side. And then the block. Emily Muller blocked that one. Susan McLean with the, well, not, it's really a push attempt, really not much of a kill. Ashley Liotis again, but that, Alex Corey into the ball, on the 2 ball. That donut hole just opened up like the Red Sea. Baldwin found it on the second touch, and it's a 5-point Highlander lead at 8-3. Rachel Dindak continues with that Baldwin serve. Now there's the 2 ball, the second touch for Susan McLean. We saw that in game number 1. She had 3 of those. That's her 4th kill tonight on that same kind of a play. That second touch again. You expect it to be a set to one of the hitters, and the defense gets fooled. The timing gets off. Senior Alex Corey with the serve. A knuckleball. You can see it. Jeez, I wouldn't want to have to return that. Susan McLean to the set, and she got her foot. Yep, you can put a foot on the black line. Susan McLean got her entire foot over it. Under the net, that is a violation and sends a point and side out to Baldwin. With the serve, we're back to Carrie Recker, the defensive specialist, number 5. She's a junior for Baldwin. Baldwin is a volleyball powerhouse. A lot of interest, a lot of girls play this game. Nina Camacho finally with a nice big hit, getting up way high to pound that one down on the Baldwin side. Panthers hanging around, trailing by 4. Teams trading points right now. It's a 9-5 Baldwin lead with senior Emily Muller headed back for the serve. Really high one. 4 hit. Yeah, I thought maybe a Panther had tipped it for a block. No, but it's a 4 hit, went into the net. Point for the Panthers. It's 9-6 Baldwin, and that one comes up short. I know Emily wished she had that one back. I kind of saw her stop in mid-serve. She knew that one was coming up short. Ashley Liotis with the serve for Baldwin. Susan McLean with that set again. Nina Camacho, but Baldwin picking up these balls, playing some excellent defense. And the Panthers letting that one go. That did land inside the back line, right in front of Rachel Jones. Baldwin by 5. It's 11-6. And Ashley Liotis once again with that Highlander serve. Little top spin. Oh, more confusion on the Panther side. 4 hits. They lost the focus a little bit. Somebody's got to call that ball. It's a 6-point deficit for the Panthers, and Yoko Nagao calls her first time out of the night. Yeah, rightly so. After that tremendous game the Panthers had just not too long ago in game number 2, they seem to have lost a little bit of focus here, and it's a good time for Yoko and the assistant coaches to gather the troops in and see what they can do. This Panthers team is headed to the state playoffs for the 2nd time in the back-to-back years. Last year was the first time in memory, really, and they're headed there again this year, already having qualified. They've only lost 1 Section 2 match. That was to Connellsville. Connellsville also has 1 loss. That was to us. So it looks like those 2 are going to tie for the section championship. Panthers 1 match remaining tomorrow night to make sure they maintain that section championship. Tie for the section championship. Ashley Liotis back to the real action here with the serve. Casey Perryman. Baldwin player. Sorry, couldn't see who it was. One of the Baldwin players in the net. Panthers needed that point and side out. Now let's see if the Panthers can string together a couple. Madison Stromberg, number 15, back on the floor. Krista Gailey takes a break. Those 2 have substituted all night long. We'll see Krista again. Meanwhile, it's Susan McLean, number 1, with the St. Clair serve. Off the St. Clair tip, recovered by Madison Stromberg. Well done. Right side. Oh, it looks like a block. I was trying to see whether there's a block or a 4 hit. That block was done nicely by Casey Perryman. And that's back-to-back points for the Panthers. Just what they need. Hanging around back within 4. It's 12-8 Baldwin. On the left side and off a tip, but handled by Alex Corey. Back set to Madison Stromberg. Over the net. Susan McLean keeping the ball in play. Thought the Panthers had a good chance there, but no. Alex Corey now back to the bump to the front. Nina Camacho off a tip and down. Nina Camacho. 7 kills tonight for Nina Camacho. And the Panthers now within 3. It is 12-9. Susan McLean making sure that the moisture off that ball, and she gets one more serve at it. See if she can't fool the Highlanders with something here. Little top spin picked up by Ashley Liotis. Back set, Madison Stromberg just over the net. It does come back. No! Casey Perriman had a shot at shoving it right back down. There's one that she didn't expect to have. But she passed it to herself. You cannot do that. Point and side out for the Highlanders. It's 13-9, 4-point Highlander lead. Nikki Oakes, number 20 with the Baldwin serve. Short set. Casey Perriman did not find an open spot. Well, I thought maybe Baldwin would come back with that, but it sort of went backwards instead of forwards, and that counts. We will take it when it doesn't come back. That's what you like to see. Senior Nina Camacho to the back row for a serve. Panthers still trailing. They're trailing by 3. They've trailed this entire game, I guess, since they led 2-1. Nina Camacho, and that one goes way long, 5 or 6 feet long. Nina Camacho, a little too much on it. Gift sends the side out, and point over to Baldwin. 14-10 now, Highlanders. Liz Messline, the Baldwin serve, hard driving serve. Rachel Jones picks it up, left side. Alex Corey, and off a tip and down. Alex Corey, well done, having to reach over her head again for that one. But she found the right spot with the right spin. Panthers hanging around, trailing by 3. They can't seem to get any closer than that. Let's see what Rachel Jones has for us. Little short serve, and that is a service ace for Rachel Jones. Her third of the night. She's tied with Alex Corey for the team lead. That's just what the Panthers needed, a couple of back-to-back points, and now we're within 2. 14-12 Highlanders. Same again, same spot, same result. Rachel Jones. And the Panthers are back within 1. They fought back in this one just like they had to fight back from a big deficit in game number 1. They ended up losing that one by 2. 3 service aces in a row for Rachel Jones to tie this game up at 14. And she's got something on this that is fooling the Highlanders. It's landing right at the feet of the back row. Not that time. The Highlanders gathered that one in nicely, but no power on it. And it lands out. Wow. Nice string of points put together by server Rachel Jones. And the Panthers have the lead back for the first time in a long time right now at 15-14. Again, a hard driving serve from Rachel Jones. Highlanders pick it up from the center and long. 7 points in a row now for the Panthers, and a timeout called by Baldwin. I'm sure Coach Scahill needs to calm her troops down, because what with the service aces on the part of the Panthers and the errors hitting long by Baldwin, that has brought the Panthers back from nowhere. 7 straight points has given the Panthers a 2-point lead. Meanwhile, the kills are still spread out very nicely. Alex Corey with 7, Nina Camacho with 7, Casey Perriman with 6, the senior Emily Muller with 5, Susan McLean, the junior setter, with 4. When you've got that kind of contribution from everybody, that's what you like to see. It's those service aces, those 3 in a row we saw just now by Rachel Jones, that has been sort of the most impressive thing about game number 3. She still got control of the ball in the serve. Panthers now with a 2-point lead, the largest of game number 3. Let's see if they can stretch it out here. Baldwin is just back on their heels right now. They have given away 7 points in a row. They haven't had a successful return of a serve in 5 consecutive points. Top spin serve off the block. Alex Corey handles it. Short set, Emily Muller does not find an empty spot. Oh, on the 2 ball. All the Panthers sitting there staring at it, thinking somebody else would get it. It lands in the center of that donut hole, and the Baldwin gets the side out and the point. They trail now by 1. It's a 16-15 St. Clair lead. From the back row, Nina Camacho does get it over. Oh, the St. Clair block, but they did not find an empty spot. Baldwin picking up these balls nicely tonight. Rachel Jones just tips it over the net, but it did not fool Baldwin. Nina Camacho with a dig. Emily Muller into the block. Nice little rally here. Alex Corey finally makes that one count, gets it over, and it does not come back. Nina Camacho, though, with that dig, kept that one alive. That got that point for the Panthers. It's 17-15. Krista Gailey, number 2, back on the floor. She'll go right to the serve. It's been an exciting match between two closely matched squads here. Little back set. Alex Corey did get the block, but it rattled off her right wrist. Down on the floor on our side. Baldwin now back within 1. They're trading points here. Panthers really can't afford to be doing that. They need a couple of point cushion here to get this ball right back now. Rachel Jones. Short set. Emily Muller into the block. Handled by Rachel Jones. Oh, Emily got another shot. It went over her head. Looked like it was a good idea, but landed right between two players. And now the match is knotted up at 17. Rachel Jones digging that one from nowhere. Oh, Krista Gailey probably in hindsight should have let that one go. So Rachel Jones, 2 great digs tonight to keep the ball in play. Baldwin has clawed back. They've got that lead back at 18-17. A lead they enjoyed throughout most of this game, number 3. Panthers now needing a side out right now. There's the back set. Alex Corey. No, I thought it was off a tip finger. It was not. It's just out of bounds. And Baldwin now in command with a 2-point lead at 19-17. Emily Muller way up high, but did not find an open spot. Well, a gift from the Baldwin Highlanders. Ashley Liotis had a really good look at it and just plunked it right into the net. Panthers trail by 1. Alex Corey with a serve. Hard driving serve to the front row. Ashley Liotis again got it through the Panther double block. Now the Baldwin Highlanders in pretty decent shape at 20-18. Panthers desperately needing that side out again. They gave it those 3 quick points to Baldwin just now to get them back in the game after having clawed back to a 2-point lead. Susan McLean on the second touch. Did not fool Baldwin. But a double hit called. Yeah, sort of caught her right there in the elbows in the chest. And that was, you saw the spin on the ball. Well, may not have seen it on TV. I could see it from here. But it was a double hit call. The violation. Ball to the Panthers. Emily Muller with a serve. The high lollipop serve. And Baldwin knew just what to do with that. The 2-point lead again. 21-19. Panthers needing a side out right here. Ashley Liotis, the senior. With the Baldwin serve. See if the Panthers can get this one right back in their face. Dug out of there by Krista Gailey. Casey Perriman, though, did not find an open spot. From the right side. Short set. Casey Perriman off a tip. Baldwin comes back with it. And off the Casey Perriman blocking down. Baldwin now with a fairly comfortable 3-point lead. Yoko Nagao taking another timeout to make sure her charges stay focused on this. And this is one the Panthers do not want to let get away. Even though it's a non-section match, doesn't count in the section standings. Panthers need the confidence of this victory heading into tomorrow night's section finale with the Peters Township Indians. I thought the Panthers had this thing in control. They fought back to lead by 2, but promptly gave up 3 quick points to the Highlanders, who took command here and have not looked back. Suddenly coming up with some excellent attacking. Superb defense. They've got nearly everything the Panthers have thrown at them here lately. Well, right now is when the Panthers need a side out and 2 more points to go with it. Ashley Liotis with the Baldwin serve. Nina Camacho gets it over. It's not how hard again. It's where, and that's the side out the Panthers needed. Now let's see if they can't gather up a couple of points to tie this matchup. Game up, rather. The match is all tied up in 1 game apiece. Susan McLean. Little backspin serve, and it's just off the wrist of Carrie Recker. That's what we needed. There's one of them. Panthers trail by one, 22-21, off that service ace by Susan McLean. One more to get this match, or this game rather, knotted up. And there it is. Ashley Liotis overpassed it to the net. Back-to-back aces by Susan McLean. Now the Panthers are back at 22. There again, a game is just 25. You have to win it by 2. If they're tied at 24, it goes into overtime. Dug nicely by Alex Corey. Nina Camacho. That's what the Panthers needed. Nina Camacho with a timely, powerful attack. That slicing attack for a kill. An enthusiastic crowd knows it now. Panthers have gotten 4 points in a row, just what the doctor ordered. 2 more, and game number 3 is ours. It is out, though. We're all tied up at 23. Now remember, the receiving team has the advantage. They get the first shot at the pass, set, attack. Let's see if the Panthers can get the 24th point right here off the serve of Nikki Oakes. Back set, Nina Camacho off the block. Panthers get another shot at it. Madison Stromberg couldn't find an open spot from the back row. Nothing there for Baldwin. Nina Camacho up high but into the net, and Baldwin, as they did in game number 1, has command here 24-23. The Panthers get the point here. We go to extra points, extra time. Panthers need one right now. Rachel Jones, Susan McLean, left side. Bang! There it is. It's all tied up. Madison Stromberg. Only 3 kills tonight, but the Panthers needed that one now. We're into overtime. It's 24-all. We keep playing till somebody wins it by 2. Nina Camacho with the serve. Just now the Panthers get a chance to use it. Susan McLean with the set. Casey Perriman into the Baldwin block. Another chance at it. Madison Stromberg and then another Baldwin block. Susan McLean decided to just put the ball over that time. And dug out by Nina Camacho. What a rally. Susan McLean, Madison Stromberg, Alex Corey. Is it off a tip? Off a tip? Apparently not a tip. Oh, that was very close, but the officials had a better look at it than I did from 14 rows back here in the grandstands. But again, Baldwin's got the 1-point lead at 25-24. Panthers, though, with the advantage. If they can just get a good bump set attack, can extend this match a little more. Good pass. Madison, that one was off a tip ball. Baldwin has it. To the front row, Alex Corey. There, Alex Corey with the kill. Ties it all up now at 25. Somebody's got to come through with 2 points in a row. Let's see who's going to give first. Let's hope it's not the Panthers. This is Rachel Jones with the St. Clair serve. To the left side, into the St. Clair block. Now St. Clair's got a chance to use it. There's the set. Emily Muller takes care of business off the hands of Liz Messline. Emily Muller, 6 kills tonight. Now the Panthers with their first overtime lead. Baldwin still with the advantage, and timeout called by Coach Linda Scahill. I'm sure she's trying to set up a play here. Ooh, I'm almost out of voice. I hope this match doesn't go much longer, but here we go. The receiving team has the advantage of the first opportunity to get that pass properly. Panthers would like to have a nice service ace to polish things off here, but the match hangs in the balance right now. Whoever comes up winning this game has the best shot at capturing the match. My goodness, Nina Camacho now leading all killers for the Panthers with 9. Alex Corey, the senior, with 8. Casey Perriman and Emily Muller tied with 6. So the serve is in the hands of Rachel Jones, who already tonight has 5 service aces, 3 in this game alone. If there was ever time for one, now would be it. Mishandled by the Baldwin Highlanders, and that's just what that service ace by Rachel Jones, and the Panthers come away with game number 3. That's 27-25 in overtime. Stay with us, everybody, with a continuation of this thrilling match. It's 2-1 Panthers. We'll be right back. Stay with us, everybody. Thanks for hanging with us, everybody. We are back for game number 4 after that millisecond break you all just took. Not even long enough to go get a sandwich out of the fridge. Well, this has been a thrilling match so far. The Upper St. Clair Panthers have a 2-1 lead over the Highlanders from Baldwin, in games that is. This is game number 4, this best-of-5 match. You have to win 3 of them to go home, to get out of this gym alive, and the Panthers in control right now at 2-1. But they do give up the first point to Baldwin. This is Ashley Liotis, the senior, serving for Baldwin. Little hop serve. The overpass doesn't do any harm for the Panthers. Oh, but that one does more confusion. That's the 3rd time we've seen that happen. Madison Stromberg and Anita Camacho, nobody called it, and that means the first 2 points go to Baldwin. It's a 2-0 lead in game number 4. I'm Kevin McGahey here. Mike Muller doing the camera work here in game number 4. And that's Ashley Liotis with that jump serve, a little hop serve again. Casey Perriman, but into the Baldwin block. Nina Camacho this time, and that one rattles off the hands of Alyssa Thorne. And Nina Camacho leads all Panthers with 10 kills tonight, and Panthers get their first point of game number 4. Susan McLean, number 1, the sophomore setter, back to the back line with a St. Clair serve. Yeah, that set didn't go quite high enough. Rachel Dindak had a good bead on it, but it came up low and hit smack right in. I hope they didn't do any damage to the net that time. Susan McLean continues with the serve. It's 2-2 in game number 4. Top spin serve. Back set. Madison Stromberg clanks it off to Baldwin Highlanders for 4 kills on the night for Madison. And the Panthers grab the lead here for the first time in game number 3 at 3-2. Susan McLean once again with the serve. Just a little dump serve right over the net. Didn't fool anybody. Back set. Off the block. Alex Corey with a great dig. The overpass. 2 overpasses. Baldwin playing some tremendous defense. And finally rattles off a handoff over the back line. But the Panthers had a couple of pretty good shots at that, but the Baldwin Hunters crowded everybody up around the net. There's really no empty spot to handle those 2 place blocks. They come away with the point, despite the fabulous dig by Alex Corey to keep the point alive. Tied up 3-3. Left side, Madison Stromberg, slicing attack. Nikki Oakes not able to handle it. Madison Stromberg, 5 kills tonight for Madison. Panthers lead 4-3. Little top spin, overpass into the net. Baldwin does dig it out that time. First time we've seen a successful scrape off the net tonight. Left side, little dump shot. Covered nicely by Susan McLean. And the place block for Baldwin doesn't work. Right side, had a notion. That was Rachel Dindak. Had a notion just to edge that ball over the net. That didn't work, came up short, and the Panthers have a 2-point lead. Largest of game number 4. Oh, I see Baldwin's playing a libero here in game number 4. First time tonight. That's Tori Storino. If my lineup is right, wearing the number 6 purple jersey. Little, almost an overpass, but Baldwin handles it. Block. Successful block by Madison Stromberg. There won't be anything on it for Baldwin this time. Rachel Jones. There's the classic set. Casey Perriman did not find an open spot, though. Try again. Back set. Madison Stromberg this time. Still in the hands of Ashley Liotis. Well, that one didn't come back that time. A nice point for the Panthers, and they've doubled up the Baldwin Highlanders in game number 4, 6-3. all season long, the Panthers have only lost 8 games in match play. One of those coming here tonight. Let's hope they keep it right there. Alex Corey off the Baldwin block with power, off the double block, in fact. Point for the Panthers. Now stretching that to 4 at 7-3. Nina Camacho. See if she can come up with a power serve. Just a lazy lob over the net for the middle. Nothing there for Baldwin. How about Casey Perriman now? Rattles off the hands of Nikki Oakes. And it does come back off Ashley Lyotis. Little short set. Casey Perriman. Bang and down. Casey Perriman. Panthers ringing them up right now. A 5-point lead at 8-3. Nina Camacho with the serve. Now, it seems to be some moisture on the floor. They're mopping it up, make sure nobody slips. Having played basketball on this floor, I know it turns into an ice rink if there's the slightest bit of moisture on it. Seem to have that all toweled up now. It's 8-3, 5-point Panther lead. Nina Camacho from way behind the back line. To the left side and off the... hit the antenna is what it hit. That was Rachel Dindak, but she hit that red and white antenna signaling out of bounds. That means that ball was out of bounds. Point Panthers now a 6-point lead. That's 6 in a row. Nina Camacho hit that one fat. It just sort of edged over the net. Oh, off the St. Clair block. Nicely hit that time by Carly Gerba, 17. She's a junior hitter. Baldwin gets a side out and a point and trail by 5. It's a 9-4 Panther lead. Alex Corey with powering and the slicing attack. Finds that back right corner. Alex Corey ties for the lead and kills tonight at 10 with Nina Camacho. And the Panthers get the side out and that 6-point lead again. 10-4. This is game number 4 of this best-of-5 match. Right side and way out of bounds into the Panther bench. Hope they didn't hurt anybody over there. And now the lead is 7, 11-4 for the Panthers. Rachel Jones. That's to the middle and just over, but kept in play. Rachel Jones off a Baldwin wrist. Can they get it back over? No, they cannot. And we've seen the same confusion on the Panther side. Nobody called it. Nobody went for it. And now the Panther lead is 8 at 12-4. Rachel Jones again, hard driving serve, and there's another ace for Rachel Jones. That just plummeted as it got over the net. 7 aces on the night for Rachel Jones. She's figured out where the empty spaces are on the court. It's a 9-point Panther lead. Oh, into the St. Clair block, but not enough to bring it back. Rattled down the front of Emily Muller onto the floor, and it's a successful Baldwin side out and point. Still an 8-point Panther lead at 13-5, and that serve comes up short. We'll take that. Alyssa Thorne came up about 4 inches short of getting it over the tape. Krista Gailey, the sophomore, comes in to play the back row and do some serving for the Panthers. She just gets it over, a little top spin on it. Left side, Ashley Lyotis. Once again into the St. Clair block, and on the St. Clair side, point Baldwin. Rachel Dindak back to the back line for the Highlanders. More moisture. Somebody's drooling or sweating over there on the St. Clair side. Second time we've had the towel off the floor. Set Emily Muller really just hoisting it over the net. Back set into the St. Clair block and double hit, a lift called. Now it was a double hit on Emily. Actually a lift called. You can't sort of hoist that ball up. You have to hit it up. You can't bring it up. Well, I don't know where all this moisture's coming from, but Panthers having some troubles drying up the court here in this game. Well, the serve is back to Baldwin. This is Rachel Dindek again with the Baldwin serve. Knuckle kind of a serve. Rachel Jones handles it. Back set to Alex Corey. Got under it. She's actually been over the top most times tonight. She got under that one, lofted it long. And the Baldwin Highlanders back within 6. This is game number 4, the best of 5 match. If the Panthers come away with this when they send the crowd home early and happy, Baldwin wins it. We go to 5. Susan McLean finds the empty spot on the second touch. Nice little side out and good choice made by Susan McLean. We've seen it before all night. The defense expects that setter to pass it to a hitter, but sometimes you can just get the timing all off. Block and lands in. Yeah, lands in. I want to make sure the side judge had the same thing. Nice kill by the Highlanders. Trading points now, still within 6. It's a 15-9 Panther lead. Carrie Recker, the junior, with the Baldwin serve. Lift called. Yeah, Susan McLean got kind of under it and didn't hit it high. She lifted it high. And Baldwin back within 5. Panthers had a 9-point lead earlier in this game. And nothing much for the Panthers that time. The set came Nina Camacho at an awkward angle. Covered that time by the Panthers. And from the back row, Alex Corey. Well, had a good look at it. Came up a little short, rattled it off her wrist, and that's another point for Baldwin. And they are suddenly back within 4 at 15-11. Panthers could use a side out right now. And breaks a little short string. Baldwin's got going. Short set, and Emily Muller. That play works. I love that. I love that little short set. It's a timing play, but that broke the string of Baldwin points, just what we needed. But Emily Muller now is on the back row. 5-point Panther lead, 16-11, and that serve goes about 2 feet long. Yeah, that's not the kind of timing you want to have that happen. Now the Panthers have to fight back again and get that side out and point back. The senior, Ashley Liotis, serving for the Highlanders. Casey Perryman. Oh, a little confusion right off the wrist of Ashley Liotis. Didn't think that one had anything on it, but Casey ends up with the kill, and the Panthers get the point. Keeping that 5-point lead. They're getting close to 20-point territory. You get to 20 points with a 5-point lead, your chances are pretty good for polishing off the match. Susan McLean, little hop serve, comes just over the net. From the back row, kept in play. Nina Camacho off a tip. Little short set and a block. The Casey Perryman block, second of the night for her. Panthers now lead by 6, 18-12, in pretty decent shape. They keep their focus here. Susan McLean, hop serve to the left side. Block again. Baldwin handles it though. Casey Perryman. Now from the back row, Ashley Liotis. Right side, Madison Stromberg. Oh, it hit the antenna out of bounds. Nicely just, it's like a finger roll in basketball. Madison just got that over. Fooled Baldwin, and now the Panthers a 7-point lead. Oh, Casey Perryman slipped. There's probably some moisture on that floor again. I don't know where the heck it's coming from, but she did slip. I would have had a better look at that. Rattles off Alex Corey's hands and across the back line for a successful Baldwin kill. Nikki Oakes, the sophomore, number 20. Heads to the back row for the serving shores for Baldwin. 19-13, Panther lead. And they're leading the league in toweling off that court. Should just get a big mop, a dry mop, and do the whole thing, doggone it. Well, looks like things are in order again. Nikki Oakes with just a gentle serve. Alex Corey brings it to the front line. Nina Camacho, but didn't find an open spot. From the back row, that's Carrie Recker. Casey Perryman off a tip or no? Well, I could swear that was off a tip, but neither official called it. They just call it out. Well, I thought it was a tip, but here I am sitting 14 rows back again. Nikki Oakes once more with a Baldwin serve. Casey Perriman still couldn't find an open spot. Baldwin playing some very nice defense, but not that time. That was Madison Stromberg, who finally put one down for the Panthers. Now we're in pretty decent shape with a 6-point lead at 20-14. Game goes to 25. Panthers can trade points all the way to the finish this time. Nina Camacho with the serve. To the left side. Oh, a nice look at it by Rachel Dindak for Baldwin, but she hammers it in the net, and it's a 7-point Panther lead now at 21-14. Nina Camacho again. Massaging that ball and just barely got it over the net. Almost fooled the Highlanders. Almost being the operative word, but that rattles off Casey Perriman's hands. Successful attack for the Highlanders. More substitutions for Baldwin. And Liz Messline. Behind that back line for Baldwin. Hard driving serve. Rachel Jones comes up with it. Alex Corey off 2 tips. And net violation looks like anyway. Either way, St. Clair had that point wrapped up. Alex Corey with a team leading 11th kill tonight. 7-point lead for the Panthers, 22-15, only needing 3 to get this match over with. From the back row, Ashley Liotis didn't have much on it, and neither will the Panthers. Rachel Jones keeping the ball in play. Short set, and a block, the Emily Muller block. Look at that. 3 blocks tonight for points for Emily, and now Panthers in pretty good control. 8-point lead at 23-15, only needing 2 more points to close out this match against what last year was a vicious section foe. This way, it's just a tune-up for what we hope will be a section co-championship tomorrow night over the Peters Township Indians. Well, right now, let's see if Rachel Jones can take care of business with these last 2 points. Just long, I jinxed her. It was headed for the back left corner, but it ended up about 1.5 feet long. And the Highlanders still in it at 23-16. But as I've said before, receiving team has the advantage. This will be Tori Storino again, wearing the libero jersey. Emily Muller, no power on it. Ashley Liotis off the Emily Muller block. Baldwin with the point, back within 6. It's 23-17. Panthers needing a side out, like right about now. There's the back set to Madison Stromberg, who hammered it right into the net. Panthers, this is no time to lose focus. This is 3 points in a row now for Baldwin. Alex Corey up high off the chest of Ashley Liotis and gotten back over by Nikki Oakes. Short set, Emily Muller, and down. Bang by Emily Muller on that short set I love so much. 8 kills tonight for Emily, and now the Panthers have 6 match points in hand. Any one of these next 6 points, and that's that for tonight. Krista Gailey Little top spin serve over to the net and dug out of there by Baldwin. Alex Corey lands it in, and that's that. Alex Corey finishes things off, and the Upper St. Clair Panthers finish it off with a victory over the Baldwin Highlanders by scores of 23-25. Baldwin won game number one, and then the Panthers came back at 25-18, 27-25, and 25-18. And that gives the Panthers an 11-2 record this year. Playoff bound. The final match coming tomorrow night. We're glad you were with us tonight for what ended up being a pretty exciting match. My name's Kevin McGahey. My cameramen tonight have been Mike Muller and Daniel Jones. We're glad you were with us all night tonight, everybody. One more match to go. Thanks for watching, everybody, and good night.